In life, we've all encountered moments that feel like more than coincidence, a meaningful message arriving just as we need it, or an unexpected encounter sparking a new direction. Psychologist Carl Jung called this phenomenon synchronicity, which he described as meaningful coincidences that seem to be connected not by causality but by meaning. Rooted in Jungian psychology and explored by minds in science and philosophy, synchronicity suggests that life's events are interwoven in ways that transcend ordinary cause and effect. This guide unpacks synchronicity's principles, from understanding it as a bridge between the conscious and unconscious to practical exercises for recognizing these moments in everyday life. We'll explore how synchronicity can deepen self-awareness, enrich decision-making, and nurture a sense of purpose. Philosopher Epictetus once said, "No great thing is created suddenly." In much the same way, this approach invites you to embrace synchronicity as a gradual unfolding, where personal insight and external events align in unexpected, transformative ways. Definition of synchronicity. Synchronicity, introduced by Swiss psychologist Carl Jung, describes seemingly related events that occur without any clear causal link yet feel profoundly meaningful. Jung defined these as meaningful coincidences, where two or more occurrences align with a person's inner experience in a way that feels deeply significant. For example, thinking of an old friend just before unexpectedly running into them, or receiving timely advice that perfectly fits an immediate need. This phenomenon differs from chance because of the subjective value assigned to it. Instead of merely happening by accident, these events appear to convey a message or insight. Jung's observations were grounded in his clinical practice, where patients often reported serendipitous events related to their personal conflicts or emotional states. In such moments, he saw an alignment between one's inner psyche and the outer world, suggesting an interconnectedness that transcends ordinary cause and effect. Jung attributed synchronicity to the collective unconscious, a shared foundation of experiences and symbols across humanity. His work sparked interest across disciplines. Physicist Wolfgang Pauli, for instance, explored how synchronicity might connect to concepts in quantum mechanics, like entanglement, which reflects interconnectedness on a subatomic level. Though not scientifically predictable, synchronicity serves as a framework to recognize subjective meaning in life's coincidences. In philosophy, synchronicity resonates with Taoist and Buddhist thought, echoing the idea of an unseen order or Tao guiding human experience. Jung's synchronicity, therefore, represents a bridge between psychology, science, and philosophy, offering an approach to life's coincidences that invites introspection and openness to hidden connections. Jung's inspiration and development. Jung's concept of synchronicity emerged from both his clinical work and personal fascination with the mysteries of the psyche. As a therapist, Jung observed recurring instances where clients' thoughts, emotions, or dreams corresponded meaningfully with external events. For example, one client dreamed of a scarab beetle, a symbol of rebirth in ancient cultures, only for a similar beetle to appear at the window the next day, reinforcing the client's personal transformation. These experiences led Jung to ponder how inner and outer realities could align in ways that defy mere chance. He considered synchronicity part of a broader, unseen order within the universe, linked to his idea of the collective unconscious. Jung proposed that, just as people share inherited archetypes, universal symbols and motifs, they might also encounter events that reveal these shared psychological patterns. This shared mental framework, according to Jung, explained why synchronicities often carry deep personal meaning, appearing when individuals needed insight or guidance. Jung's friendship with physicist Wolfgang Pauli influenced his development of the theory, as Pauli was intrigued by parallels between synchronicity and quantum principles, like non-locality, where particles separated by distance can influence each other. This connection reinforced Jung's belief that synchronicity reflects an interconnectedness bridging psychology and physics. In exploring these coincidences, Jung drew upon spiritual and philosophical traditions, particularly Taoism, which views all existence as unified by a flowing, harmonious order, or Tao. Inspired by such views, Jung saw synchronicity as moments where personal experience aligns with universal patterns, inviting a deeper awareness of life's hidden connections. If you're enjoying this audiobook and finding value in the content, we kindly ask you to take a moment to subscribe to the channel. A large portion of our listeners and viewers haven't subscribed yet, and by doing so, you'll help us grow and continue bringing you more high-quality audiobooks. Your support means a lot to us, and it's just one click away. So, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to stay connected and never miss out on our latest releases. Synchronicity versus causality. Synchronicity differs fundamentally from causality, as it is grounded in meaning rather than cause and effect relationships. In classical science, causality is key. Every effect has a specific cause. For instance, pressing a button, cause, turns on a light, effect. Synchronicity, however, does not operate within this cause-effect framework. Instead, it encompasses events that occur together in meaningful ways, but without any direct or logical link. Jung observed that synchronicities often have a subjective impact that goes beyond any causal explanation. These events resonate deeply because they reflect a person's inner state, rather than being driven by external actions. An individual might, for example, see an image in their mind that later appears in an unrelated situation, creating a sense of alignment or purpose. This distinguishes synchronicity from ordinary coincidence, as the personal significance or timing suggests a deeper meaning. Philosophers and scientists alike have explored this concept in various forms. Quantum physics, for instance, presents phenomena such as entanglement, where particles interact instantly across distances without direct interaction, suggesting connections beyond visible causality. Though not causally bound, these connections show parallels to the way synchronicity suggests meaning without a logical sequence. Jung considered synchronicity a psychological framework that invites one to perceive events not only by cause but by their impact and resonance. The concept encourages openness to insights that may emerge from coincidences, rather than only relying on logical explanations. This contrast between causality and meaningful coincidence opens a space for exploring life's mysteries, enabling an enriched experience of events that resonate on an emotional or symbolic level. Scientific perspectives on synchronicity. Though synchronicity is not scientifically measurable, it has sparked curiosity in fields like quantum physics, neuroscience, and complexity theory, where interconnectedness and nonlinear relationships are explored. Physicist Wolfgang Pauli, a pioneer in quantum mechanics, collaborated with Jung on this concept, noting intriguing parallels between quantum phenomena and synchronicity. Quantum mechanics, especially through entanglement, shows that particles can remain interconnected instantaneously across vast distances, a notion that defies classical causality and hints at a deeper, unseen order. This principle of non-locality, where changes in one particle instantly impact another without a direct link, provides a scientific metaphor for synchronicity. Though different in nature, both suggest that connections exist beyond the observable cause-effect chain, opening the door to considering how events may be linked meaningfully rather than causally. Neuroscience also hints at mechanisms that could help explain the subjective experience of synchronicity. The brain is primed to seek patterns, which can amplify our perception of meaning in coincidences. This pattern recognition is not random but rooted in evolutionary psychology, as our minds are wired to find connections to understand and predict our environment, an essential survival trait. Thus, our minds may amplify significant coincidences, lending a personal interpretation to events that seem synchronistic. Synchronicity also aligns with principles in complexity theory, which studies how interconnected systems can produce emergent patterns without a single cause. Together, these perspectives from physics, neuroscience, and complexity theory offer frameworks to understand the subjective experience of synchronicity, suggesting a potential underlying order that connects the individual to the universe. Psychological significance. Synchronicity holds considerable psychological significance, especially in the context of self-awareness and personal growth. Jung observed that meaningful coincidences often arise during times of internal conflict or transformation, acting as subtle prompts from the unconscious mind. These synchronistic moments can bring hidden emotions or unresolved issues to light, offering insights that can drive self-discovery and healing. In therapy, Jung used synchronicity to help clients explore connections between their inner worlds and external experiences. When clients encountered synchronistic events, they often found meaning in the unexpected, which encouraged deeper reflection on their own lives. For instance, a person struggling with grief might experience coincidences that remind them of their lost loved one, fostering moments of catharsis and introspection. In this way, synchronicity can serve as a bridge between conscious awareness and the deeper layers of the psyche. Psychologically, these experiences can reinforce a sense of interconnectedness, which in turn promotes resilience. Knowing that personal struggles may align with meaningful external events can make life's uncertainties feel less isolating. According to Jung, such experiences contribute to individuation, the process of integrating all parts of the self to reach psychological wholeness. Synchronicity's impact on mental well-being is supported by contemporary research showing that finding meaning in life's events is linked to emotional resilience and satisfaction. When we assign meaning to these coincidences, we engage a narrative of growth, interpreting events not merely as random but as purposeful, which can enhance our sense of agency. Thus, synchronicity serves as a powerful tool in psychology, promoting self-reflection and aiding in the journey of personal development by connecting one's inner experiences to the wider world. Philosophical interpretations. Philosophically, synchronicity resonates deeply with Eastern spiritual traditions like Taoism and Buddhism, which emphasize an unseen harmony that connects all things. Jung was particularly drawn to the Taoist concept of the Tao, which represents the natural flow or order of the universe. In Taoism, synchronicity could be viewed as moments when one's life aligns with this broader flow, highlighting an intrinsic order in the universe that transcends ordinary perception and logic. In Buddhist thought, there is a focus on interconnectedness, where everything exists in relation to everything else, rather than as isolated incidents. This view aligns with synchronicity's emphasis on meaningful connections over causal links. Events that appear random or coincidental from a conventional perspective may, within this framework, carry profound meaning when viewed as part of a larger, interconnected whole. Western philosophy also explores ideas relevant to synchronicity. For instance, the ancient Stoics believed in a guiding principle, or logos, that imbued the cosmos with a rational, purposeful structure. Stoic thinkers like Epictetus emphasized the importance of accepting life's events as part of this grand order, a mindset that closely resembles how synchronicity suggests interpreting life's seemingly random occurrences as meaningful. Jung saw these philosophical parallels as support for synchronicity's value, suggesting that meaningful coincidences are not mere quirks but glimpses into a universal order. This aligns with the idea that synchronicities provide insights or guidance, reminding individuals of their connection to the larger world. Such perspectives offer a grounding framework for experiencing synchronicity, encouraging openness to the possibility that life events carry purpose beyond the immediately visible. By drawing from Eastern and Western philosophy, synchronicity offers a way to experience life as a series of interconnected events, fostering a sense of harmony and purpose. Practical exercise, mindfulness and observation. Mindfulness and observation are effective practices for recognizing synchronicity in daily life, enhancing your ability to notice subtle connections between inner thoughts and outer events. Mindfulness, rooted in Eastern practices, involves focusing fully on the present moment without judgment. By cultivating this awareness, you become more receptive to meaningful coincidences as they arise, training your mind to notice patterns that might otherwise go unseen. A simple exercise to start each day involves selecting a theme or emotion that has recently been significant in your life. Spend a few quiet minutes reflecting on this theme, noting any images, words, or emotions that come to mind. Then, as you go about your day, remain open to moments that resonate with or mirror this theme, whether in conversations, media, or daily interactions. For example, if the theme is forgiveness, you might notice references to reconciliation in unexpected places, like a book you're reading or a conversation you overhear. Through such mindful observation, you cultivate awareness of how inner experiences may align with external events, deepening your perception of synchronicity. This practice helps to bridge conscious thought with unconscious patterns, potentially offering insights into personal challenges or aspirations. Over time, this exercise can strengthen intuitive skills, as you become more adept at picking up on subtle signals and patterns around you. Psychologically, it fosters openness and curiosity, aligning with Jung's belief that synchronicity encourages personal growth and self-discovery. Embracing mindfulness and observation as tools to recognize synchronicity enables a more enriched and intentional experience of life, inviting awareness of meaningful connections that might otherwise pass unnoticed. Journaling synchronicities. Journaling is a powerful tool for recognizing and understanding synchronicities in your life. By recording meaningful coincidences alongside thoughts, dreams, and daily reflections, you create a tangible record that helps identify recurring patterns and themes. Carl Jung encouraged this practice with his patients, as it aids in recognizing symbols or events that reflect one's inner state and provides a structured way to revisit and reflect on these occurrences over time. To start a synchronicity journal, dedicate a few minutes each day to note down moments that feel meaningful or coincidental. Include details such as your emotional state, recent dreams, or specific thoughts preceding the event. For example, if you think about an old friend and later receive an unexpected message from them, record both the thought and the event. This allows you to trace connections between your internal experiences and the external world, gradually revealing patterns that may align with personal challenges or goals. Journaling encourages reflection, allowing you to interpret coincidences within the context of your broader life journey. As you write, ask yourself how these events might relate to ongoing personal themes, aspirations, or unresolved emotions. Over time, you may notice certain symbols or synchronicities that consistently appear, offering insights into areas of your life that may benefit from attention. Psychologically, journaling helps integrate the conscious and unconscious mind, echoing Jung's concept of individuation, the process of unifying all parts of the self. By dedicating time to this reflective practice, you cultivate a deeper understanding of your inner world and foster openness to the meaningful connections life offers, reinforcing a sense of personal purpose and direction. Cognitive flexibility through synchronicity. Synchronicity can foster cognitive flexibility, encouraging openness to alternative perspectives and possibilities. Cognitive flexibility refers to the brain's ability to adapt thinking patterns, an essential skill for problem solving, creativity, and personal growth. By viewing meaningful coincidences as possible guides rather than random events, individuals expand their thinking beyond rigid structures. When a synchronistic event occurs, try reframing it as an invitation to reflect or change perspectives. For example, encountering recurring symbols or messages, such as seeing a particular animal repeatedly or hearing the same advice from different people, can encourage you to consider areas in life that may need attention or adaptation. This openness to unconventional interpretations of life's events aligns with Jung's approach, as he saw synchronicity as prompting people to engage with the unconscious mind, bringing deeper insights to light. An exercise to enhance cognitive flexibility through synchronicity involves challenging habitual reactions to surprising or coincidental events. Instead of dismissing them as chance, consider what these experiences might suggest about your current path, relationships, or mindset. Ask yourself questions like, how does this align with my current goals? Or is there something here I haven't considered? In psychological terms, this practice aligns with expanding the self-concept, making it more adaptable to new experiences and perspectives. Studies in neuropsychology indicate that flexible thinkers often show increased resilience and emotional intelligence, qualities also supported by the mindful observation of synchronicity. By embracing synchronicity with curiosity, you can enhance cognitive flexibility, strengthening your capacity for adaptation and personal insight. This approach leads to a richer, more responsive engagement with life's patterns, making room for creative and meaningful growth. Applying synchronicity in decision-making. Synchronicity can be a valuable tool in decision-making, offering intuitive guidance that complements logical reasoning. Jung observed that significant coincidences often occur when individuals face major decisions or life transitions, suggesting that synchronicity may illuminate paths aligned with personal growth. By noticing synchronicities, you may gain insights that help clarify your options or reinforce a chosen direction. When contemplating a decision, tune into meaningful events or symbols that seem to appear in connection with the issue. For instance, if you're weighing a career move and keep encountering themes of courage or reinvention, whether through books, conversations, or media, this alignment may encourage you to pursue a change. These occurrences don't dictate the answer but provide prompts for introspection, inviting you to consider factors you may have overlooked. To practice using synchronicity in decision-making, begin by framing a specific question or intention, then observe your environment for a few days. Record anything that resonates or stands out, even subtly. Reassess the information gathered and ask how these events might relate to your choices. This process nurtures an openness to perspectives that conventional decision-making may ignore, bringing unconscious considerations into conscious evaluation. Psychologically, applying synchronicity to decisions enhances intuition, strengthening the connection between rational and emotional insight. While logic remains essential, synchronicity can reveal values, fears, or desires that inform wise choices. Studies in decision psychology indicate that intuition often plays a crucial role in complex decisions, especially when data alone feels incomplete. Thus, using synchronicity in decision-making fosters a balanced approach, blending insight from inner and outer worlds. By valuing these meaningful coincidences, you enrich the decision-making process, creating a holistic framework that aligns both intellect and intuition. Practical visualization exercise. Visualization is a powerful way to invite synchronicity into your life by priming the unconscious to notice meaningful connections. Jung believed that the unconscious mind communicates through symbols and imagery, and visualization is a direct way to engage this language. By imagining a question, theme, or unresolved issue clearly, you open yourself to noticing external events that might offer insight. To practice this, choose a specific area where you're seeking clarity, such as a relationship, career, or personal goal. Spend a few quiet minutes visualizing the situation, allowing thoughts, emotions, and images to surface without forcing answers. Imagine what resolution might feel like, or visualize yourself in a state of clarity. This primes your awareness, setting a mental filter to recognize synchronicities related to your concern. Over the next few days, remain receptive to symbols, conversations, or encounters that might connect to your visualization. For example, if you're reflecting on a career decision, you may notice recurring themes of change or stability in unexpected places, like overheard conversations, books, or news articles. Such moments encourage a fresh perspective, inviting you to explore choices with greater intuition and openness. Visualization aligns with Jungian psychology, where engaging the unconscious is essential to personal development. Studies in cognitive psychology suggest that visualization enhances memory and focus, strengthening connections between conscious intention and unconscious perception. Through this exercise, you not only practice mindfulness but also cultivate a heightened receptivity to life's patterns. Visualization primes your mind to see meaningful connections, enhancing your ability to recognize synchronicities as guidance for growth, reflection, and purposeful decision-making. Copyright 2024 by AudioBooksTube. Thank you for listening. Please consider to subscribe, like, and share to help the channel grow new videos on a daily basis.